Hello and welcome back to Webcast News. Let's get started. First, I'm going to make a quick comment on the NFL because even though I am English, I do like American football. In one great match, one blowout, the AFC Championship match between New England Patriots and Indianapolis Colts was a complete blowout, with the Patriots winning 45-7 and their quarterback Tom Brady throwing 3 touchdown passes. And then the NFC Championship game, which was absolutely brilliant, and I did watch it. The Seattle Seahawks beat the Green Bay Packers 28-22 in overtime with a Russell Wilson pass to Jermaine Kearse. Although I have to give a special mention to the John Ryan Gary Gilliam touchdown on the fake field goal, because John Ryan became the first punter to throw a touchdown pass in a playoff game, and was the first Canadian to throw a touchdown pass in a playoff game for about 22 years. So well done to him. He didn't expect that happening. So this leaves the Patriots and the Seahawks to fight out the Super Bowl. The defending champion Seahawks will head to Phoenix, Arizona on February 1st with a lot of confidence, but the Patriots look good. So my question to you down below is, who is going to win the Super Bowl? Even if you don't know anything about American football, put a comment down there. Have your guess. It'll be fun to see. Now in People Be Dumb news, I'm going to do a bit of a different way of reporting on this. Imagine you are Derek Nash, the man in this story. You have a loving wife, you have a great 5-year-old son, and you live in Cornwall. One day, the mother of your son's friend comes up to you, inviting your son to a birthday party at a ski and snowboard place in Plymouth. You accept the invitation, saying that he would love to go. But then you realise that you are set to go and see your son's grandparents on that same day. Now, you have no way of contacting the parents of the child whose birthday it is, because you don't have a phone number, you don't have an email address, and it's Christmas break now. So you cannot contact them. In this situation, you say to your son, what would you rather do? Go and see your grandparents or go to the birthday party? Your son says, I would rather go to see our grandparents. So you go and see the grandparents. On returning, and your son returning to school, you then witness this happening. Now I'm going to come out of storytelling mode, because what actually happened was that the wife of Derek Nash found a brown envelope in Alex Nash, who is the 5-year-old child in this, in his rucksack. The envelope was opened and they found an invoice for £15.95 that the mother of the child whose birthday it was had sent to make them pay because their son did not go. The woman of the child whose birthday it was says that because they didn't turn up, it put her out of pocket because she had to pay the extra £16 herself. But really? You can't just let them off once? Now, rightly, Mr. Nash has said that he will not be paying this, although he does sympathise with the mother for not being there and not being able to pay. But the stupid part about this is that the mother is threatening to sue them at a small courts hearing. Yeah, okay, try explaining this to a judge. Another bad part about this is that the envelope was given into the school by the mother to a teacher, and the teacher then gave the envelope to the child to take home without knowing what was actually in the envelope. So obviously the headmaster had to profusely apologise for the school taking in this envelope and it being handed out, because there could have been anything in that. Anyway, it's a very odd story. We'll see if this does actually go to a small court, because that would be pretty funny, and it's very unlikely that it will actually, come to any sort of conclusion in the mother's favour, because 1, it's 16 quid. 2, there was no official agreement signed that said there is a no-show fee. And finally, I'm going to go on to news about the North Korean defector Shin Dong-hyuk, who had a biography written about him by an author, although now it's come out that the author himself have said that there are heavy lies in the biography. The biography, entitled Escape from Camp 14, is about Shin's life in a North Korean prison where his mother and his brother were killed and he escaped in 2005 and is pretty much known as the only person to try and escape a North Korean prison and succeed. He fled to the Western countries, and now Shin is trying to hold North Korea accountable for their human rights abuses, which are now fairly obvious to see. Now, all the information I use there is pretty much true, but the writer of the biography, Blaine Harden, has said that Shin misled him during their interviews and that large amounts of the real important story that he gave were actually false. Now, this was put up onto Blaine Harden's website, and if he was misled, that does leave some heavy questions out there for possibly why, but the main answer will probably be because North Korea. Shin has actually backed this up in a statement, saying that everyone has their stories and ones we'd like to hide. He then apologised for the inaccuracies in the book, and then has also carried on to say that he may or may not be able to carry on leading the fight against eliminating all North Korean prisons. Now, all of this went onto Facebook, and he has urged other people to carry on the fight against North Korean prisons and basically North Korea in general. Also saying that these may be his final words, and it would also be his final post. Although final words, does that mean on Facebook or in real life? Is there something he knows that we don't know? And on that note, that is it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, thanks for watching.